War raged in the south, and the rangers of the north were absent. Brigands and ruffians took an opportunity to wrest control of Bree.
Welcome back everyone to Skirmishing 102, where today we are going to be trying to stop a little bit of Thievery and Mischief. Now this is a skirmish that I often think of as the baseline when I go around comparing skirmishes. And that is because it's about average in many ways in here. It has a basic mob density and all that stuff, so it is not very complex, at least not in the solo version. Now the boss fight in the group modes does get a little bit on the intense side, where you've got 4 bosses going on, each of them synergizing with each other. That at least is in the raid group, but in the solo version it is a very basic and straightforward skirmish in here. Just capture a control point, take control point, wait for counterattack. So not really complex in any way whatsoever, and it's a pretty straightforward boss fight also at the end. Sort of like how in Trouble in Tuckborough, where the solo version has a very simple and straightforward boss fight, while in the group modes it does intensify as you go up. Now, Tuckborough, it's a matter of all those lieutenants, and in Thievery and Mischief it is the additional bosses that you have instead. There you go. Let's take it. Actually, I should remember to put up my stun prevention buff, but I do have a habit of forgetting my lore master buffs as I'm going on in there. So I think I could even be more effective in a skirmish if I actually remember those things. Not that you really greatly need that in this particular skirmish. They're probably more important in a skirmish like Skirmishing, which we did a couple of episodes back. But this one, well actually this courtyard right here can be a bit tough. Here we're outside of the auction house, and this one can be tough because we've got 3 groups of mobs around here. So if you have a horrendously bad pool here, you can get a real nasty number of mobs coming in at you. I mean, even more than you would have to face in the average wave in Skirmishing, but that's only with a horrendously bad pool, and I don't think I've had that bad of a pool in this skirmish. Maybe not ever, and if I ever did, it has certainly been years since I've seen that bad of a pool happening. It's a little bit easier to have that bad of a pool in Tuckborough, for example. And you only have to worry about 1 lieutenant also in here, so that's sort of helpful in that. So it's not like in some of the skirmishes that you have at Dol Guldur, yes right, Dol Guldur, like one of those skirmishes where you could wind up facing several lieutenants at the same time. Here, it's only 1 lieutenant at the time that you ever have to worry about, regardless of how many groups they have defending a location. And usually you can pick them off rather easily because they do tend to get spread out. Let's see, how about, let's see. Wow, I was about to say he survived. No, well, he didn't survive for long after that. That one little lightning storm was quite effective in there. There we go. And now we are up in here. Now, I know I'd really like to use lightning and all, but I do have to remember to that my fire damage is in pretty good shape for a blue liner, because I am right now, my traceries, I'm set up with a full set of fire buffing craft traceries. And that's a set of 4 of them. So I am dishing out a pretty decent amount of damage probably. But actually, that probably shows by the fact that I'm ripping through these. Now when I get through all of them, I'll probably have to do a run of a couple of skirmishes at tier 2 just to see how that goes. Right now, I'm setting a baseline by going through each of them at tier 1. And I am doing it through levels. So that's the reason why I did Tuckbro first and Gondaman, since those are the freebies. Then Stormal Methodress, and then finally, oh, there we go. And then Karis Galibran, since that was the new one, and it also starts at level 20. So I did all the level 21s first, then I did Amansul. Now I'm at the level 30 skirmishes, the ones that begin at level 30. And when I say level 30 skirmish, I'm talking about the minimum level in here, since I am running them at level cap currently, since I am running these skirmishes on a level capped character. The idea there is to run these skirmishes at level. There we go. And now, oh yes, let's see. Let's put him to sleep a little bit, because the idea there is to have the Echo of Death. I don't want to really face the Echo of Death until I've cleared out the area, so I won't have to worry about the damage buff that the Echo of Death gives to the enemies. Actually, what it does is it increases the damage that I take from them. Alright, let's see. I think here we go. Now it's time to... actually, could you please go and help me, Cat? Thank you. That's probably one reason why I'm doing a lot of damage. I've got this Lynx here that does pretty good damage also. Let's go out here, and I'm actually making pretty good time on this if I'm computing everything properly. There we go. Let's see, Troll Wound Taker. Yeah, let us get a look at this. This is going to be overkill. Yeah. And then one smack from the cat and the troll goes down. Oh. Good thing I saved the Murder of Crows, because I can give that to Tom. Now, I was talking about when I was doing Amansul, that I had done one of the encounters that I still needed for that particular deed. I don't have to worry about that for this skirmish, because I'm currently wearing the Stopper of Thievery and Mischief title on this character, which means that I have run all of the encounters for this skirmish. The idea is for me to eventually get all of the encounters for all of the skirmishes, and when you do that, you get the Skirmisher of Middle Earth title. Now, Doom of Kalis Galibran is not on the list on that matter, because Skirmisher Middle Earth title came out when they released Storm of Methodress, and then of course the Doom of Kalis Galibran was only just recently released, so it is not required in order to get the Skirmisher Middle Earth title. And Skirmisher Middle Earth title is one of those titles that I do actually go for. That's why I try to see how many characters I could get on. So that's sort of like one of my goals on many of my characters once I plan to play with any level of seriousness, is to try to get the Skirmisher of Middle-earth title. And now we are at the boss fight, and this should be quite straightforward, even though I do not have the murder crows available, since I used it back. Oh boy, this one is, yeah, that went really, really quickly. There we go. Completed Thievery and Mischief. And that's it for today's skirmish. Thievery and Mischief. As I said, I think of this as the baseline skirmish on which I compare all the others to. And next time we are going to be heading out to the North Downs, where we are going to attack Duldenin in Attack at Dawn. And that one is going to be a little bit more complicated than this one, significantly so, and we're going to see that one in the next episode of Skirmishing 102.